This is a comparison of moissanite to cubic zirconia. Here are brilliant round cut stones, both 12 millimeters diameter. Moissanite on the top, cubic zirconia on the bottom. Cubic zirconia is advertised as 6A quality. The moissanite advertised as D color, flawless. It did have a GRA grading report with it to confirm that. I don't know anything about the GRA. The website looked a little sus, so take that with a grain of salt, but for what it's worth, the moissanite on top was graded. The moissanite now on the left, cubic zirconia on the right. Both essentially near flawless and near colorless stones. You can just see the difference in how they reflect and sparkle in direct sunlight here, and moving them to the indirect sunlight now so you can get another idea. Brilliant round cut. They're very similar in cut, table percentages, everything else, at least from what I can tell. Sorry for the reflections of the plastic film that is holding them, but you can get an idea of the look of each. The moissanite did test as moissanite or diamond on the basic tester. Cubic zirconia did not, so I presume they are as advertised. Moissanite now on the left, cubic zirconia on the right. You can see the faceting now on the back. I did confirm that the graded moissanite, now on the right, did have an engraved number on the girdle. I could see under magnification that matched the report I received, for whatever that is worth. Moissanite on the left again, cubic zirconia on the right. Moissanite now on the top. Both very nice in their own way, just different. Here's that grading report for the moissanite. Round brilliant 12 millimeter, about 6 carat it claims, D color, flawless, excellent cut, polish, etc. So GRA, for what it's worth, I have no idea how reputable they are, if at all. The website was not great, so who knows. Here are two more 12 millimeter diameter stones. These are Portuguese cut rather than round brilliant cut. You can see the characteristic flower type of design by looking down into the table. This is 5A quality cubic zirconia on the right, as opposed to 6A that was advertised for the brilliant round cut we saw previously. Again, 5A cubic zirconia on the right, and this was advertised as VVS clarity white moissanite on the left. The cuts are a little different. The table percentage on the moissanite on the left is a little bit bigger, slightly bigger table on the left compared to the cubic zirconia on the right. Also, the moissanite on the left, now on the top, was supposed to have the normal 161 facets for a Portuguese cut. I was told the cubic zirconia actually has a modified Portuguese cut, 129 facets, if my memory serves correctly. So slightly different Portuguese cuts on the two. Cubic zirconia on the top, moissanite on the bottom. Again, apologies for the plastic film reflections. It's the best way to hold them, so hopefully you can get an idea of how they look, both in direct sunlight and here in indirect sunlight. Cubic zirconia on the right, moissanite on the left side. 12 millimeter stones, nearly colorless and flawless for both of them. VVS white advertised moissanite, and 5A quality cubic zirconia on the right. Cubic zirconia, both of them, the brilliant round and the Portuguese cut, were sourced from Etsy. The seller, BohnBeautiesGems and BohnBeautiesGems, highly recommended. The moissanites were sourced from eBay, different sellers. Again, they did test positive, the moissanites, on the tester for moissanite or diamond on a basic tester. So I am satisfied they are indeed moissanite as advertised. And here's another look with reflections from direct sunlight. You can see the comparison in the sparkle and the colors. Both very nice stones in their own way, just different. One might prefer the moissanite, another the cubic zirconia. But it's nice to see them side by side to give you an idea what they might look like in the sunlight or in the indirect sunlight. Whether you go with a Portuguese cut like these, or whether you go with the typical brilliant round cut like these. Moissanite on the top, now cubic zirconia on the bottom. And that's it. Just a look at how moissanite and cubic zirconia compare in sunlight and in indirect sunlight.